Everyone, and welcome to Path to Serenity. My name is Lety, and I am your host for today. And this is presented by Kushi Holistic Wellness. Welcome, aloha, and komomai. This webinar shows high achieving women how to overcome anxiety and burnout by healing the root cause, retraining the nervous system, and creating life balance and true success. With my guidance and support, you confidently take the first steps towards serenity using holistic tools to transform anxiety and burnout into a fulfilling, abundant life. It's time to thrive, not just survive. So, again, my name is Lety, and this is a little bit about me. This is where I show and share with you my certifications, my experience, starting with my military background. I am a U.S. Army veteran and former behavioral health specialist. I'm also a certified whole health wellness coach by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. I'm an experienced registered yoga teacher. That means that I have over 1,000 hours of teaching trauma sensitive yoga. And also, I'm a Reiki master, access bars facilitator, as well as other practices from access consciousness. And right now, what I'm currently working on is I'm actually earning a license as an esthetician in Hawaii. That's part of my project to open a Ayurvedic healing center. And fast forward in 2026, during the fall, I'll be attending the Masters for Yoga Studies at the Loyola Marymount University. So that's a little bit of the professional background, just to give an idea why I am the best candidate to walk you through this path to serenity. So this is me again, but with pictures. So I'll just guide you through and explain, and it's gonna make sense why I ended up here in Hawaii. So little me knew that Hawaii was on the map, right? It was somewhere in the stars for me. That's actually a picture of me in kindergarten when I was 3 years old, and I was dressed up as a hula dancer that was part of the festival. Anyway, so I was an international student in New York City where I learned Brazilian Portuguese. So thanks to that, the US Army recruited me and I joined as a behavioral health specialist. But I am originally from Mexico. My first duty station was Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. So you see a picture right there in the middle where I'm jumping with a scarf. That's in White Sands, New Mexico. And actually, that picture has a quote, and that's the reason why I chose that picture. It says, I was given this life because I am strong enough to live it. So I think that was an amazing quote at the moment. I was married. That means that I am divorced now. And it was such an eye opening experience. And right after that, that's when I experienced anxiety. That's when my journey through anxiety started. I've been practicing yoga since I was 12 years old. I'm 41 at the moment. And I am a devoted student of Deepak Chopra. I love that I'm still alive and I am very passionate about it. On the other side, you're going to see a little bit of my military experience. So I graduated with honors as a behavioral health specialist, and I'm very proud of that. I served 9 years honorably in the U.S. Army Medical Command. And I had the experience to have mentors, like high caliber mentors. And I immediately started to mentor others as well. It's natural. There is no way that you can avoid it in the military. You always guiding others. And depending how high you go, right? I had the opportunity to be an executive secretary. So I was at high levels of leadership, guiding others. And that was an amazing, unique experience that I'm very thankful for. I am now retired and I am a full time holistic wellness coach. So today we're going to be talking about the source of anxiety, what are you feeling, emotions, retraining your system, coexisting with the hustle, the power of serenity in the journey, and also a gift for you. So your journey to serenity starts with clarity. Know where you're going. We have a reflection here. So let's take a deep breath and deep sigh. All right. So, what is anxiety costing you? Or what is burnout costing you? Do you know Serenity is considered the birthplace of abundance in life? So, just take a moment just to go through this. Okay. When the mind quiets and the body softens, we shift from survival into creation. So, that's part of it. All right. So, the source of anxiety. Anxiety can stem from past trauma, uncertainty, fear of the future, or even unprocessed emotions. Anxiety is your mind and emotion signaling your body you are not safe. And actually, there is data that reports that women experience higher levels of anxiety in comparison to men. Another reflection for you. What are you sacrificing to keep everything together? So, going deeper into anxiety, understanding anxiety step by step. So, starting with the mind perception, right? I'm not safe. I need control. Something bad might happen. Or there were times, like for me, I will just wake up with tightness on my chest, not knowing why, but it was either the military culture, the unprocessed divorce, unfulfilled expectations for myself. I was judging myself so hard. All the things, so my body was just keeping everything inside. Body response can be fast, heartbeat, shallow breathing, muscle tension, restlessness. And those are just a couple. There is also the emotional reaction. You can feel fear, you can feel overwhelmed, uncertainty. Trauma can resurface again, right? So all the experiences in the past can become present. The key insight of all this is that your body isn't betraying you, it's protecting you. So just remember, anxiety is a signal, not a threat. And recognizing all this is going to help. So, another reflection for you. If nothing changes, who will you be in 6 months from now? Mentally, emotionally, and physically. Now, retraining your nervous system, not because you're experiencing anxiety and burnout means that it's all gone, that there is no solution, or that's it, you're defecting, you're broken. That's not the case. As everything in our body, we can retrain it with the proper guidance, with the proper mentorship. So, couple of ways to do that. One could be with breath work and regulation, right? Practicing deep belly breathing, engaging in chanting or mantra repetition. That was key for me during my episodes with anxiety. Mantra chanting was amazing. Somatic practices like yoga, shaking or bouncing, those are great as well. Guided support and mind body integration. So this is a little bit of what we're doing here, right? So having an expert in the field that is actually capable to understand you, that went through it, and it can guide you step by step. So engaging in coaching, turning from approaches of therapeutic modalities for deeper nervous system rewiring. So by doing this, you're actually going to the root rather than just like a band-aid, or fix the solution for a little bit, or fix the problem for a little bit. There is safe connection and co-regulation. So engage in a spiritual or mindful connection, right? Having a higher power is crucial for us. It's in our nature as humans. Immerse yourself in nature. That one is a big one as well. So if for any reason you don't spend time in nature, at least have a plant in your house, having a fish, a pet, something that you can actually engage yourself. We have another reflection for you. What are you sacrificing to keep everything together? And here we are, coexisting with the hustle. So, burnout for high achieving women looks like crushing goals, feeling nothing, surviving on caffeine, or I'll rest later, but later never comes, smiling on the outside, but you're spiraling on the inside. Burned out isn't laziness, is your body saying enough, right? And this is a little bit of, comedy here, right? But we try to do it all and we're still holding our crown. But we're trying to do everything, but everything is on fire. So what's the fix, right? Less hustle, more alignment. And success should feel good. And actually, Deepak Chopra says that the definition of success is joy. So coexisting with the hustle, burned out isn't just being tired, it's when you're tired, is tired. Your coffee needs coffee and your brain has 57 tabs open, but one froze and now everything is crashing. That's what is burned out. All right. So a little bit of why Serenity, why I chose the power of Serenity. So there is this very important character in history, and that's Seneca. So Seneca was a Roman Stoic philosopher, statesman, and playwright known for his teachings on resilience, inner peace, and the art of living well. He served as an advisor to Emperor Nero and in ancient Rome. So living well wasn't just about luxury or status, it was about virtue, clarity, and inner peace. So Seneca taught that real strength comes from self mastery, not controlling outcomes. Cultivating serenity builds emotional resilience and deepens meaningful connections. And research shows that inner calm supports focused action, fulfillment, and longevity. Serenity is your foundation, not a finish line. It's how you live from wholeness, not a hustle. So that's part of what I chose Serenity, and also from my teachings, lifelong learning. And it's not about, the slowing down. It's more about where are your emotions coming from and being present with them, healing that and moving forward rather than ignoring, avoiding, or like the picture of the hustle that I showed you, right? So that's why I chose the power of serenity because I have experienced that, what it means when abundance is showing up. And truly, serenity is the birthplace of abundance. So, what does that mean? I'm just going to go a little bit deeper on that. So, if you notice, different practices suggest that when you slow down, when you're in the flow, there are different ways to describe it. When you're aligned in the flow, when you let it go, when you slow down, perhaps you have heard all of this. When you do any of those, then things are going to unfold. Life is going to happen naturally. But what do we do instead? We try to control, we try to make it our way, is our way or the highway, and or we try to do it all at once. So instead, the invitation for this is to have a morning ritual connecting with you right away when you wake up. Realistic practices where you're going to connect deeper with your purpose, your aspiration, your mission. And when you have that clear, you know where you're going. So that's why it's key to have a purpose, but to understand that you're on a path. It doesn't matter where you are with anxiety and burnout at the moment. It's just the awareness that there is another choice for what you're doing right now. And if you were to choose it, things will look different from what they look right now. So, last reflection for you. What would it feel like to be guided instead of overwhelmed? Right? Like I said before, instead of trying, oh, well, yoga class on YouTube, or I go to a retreat, or I go for coffee with my friends, or I talk to ChatGPT. All of that can help at the moment. It's like a band-aid solution. However, what I'm offering you is the guidance with expertise, and this is unique. This is for your own journey. So looking back, I've come to understand that nothing in my life has been a coincidence. Every challenge, every breakthrough, and every chapter, no matter how difficult, was preparing me for this purpose. My healing, my growth, and even my struggles, all that were not just, by accident. They were there to teach me, to guide me, and to eventually guide others that are going through that. So each certification I pursued and every experience I lived deepened not only my knowledge, but my compassion, self understanding. The path was never just about my transformation, it was a calling to walk beside others as a reclaim serenity, purpose, and a life of fulfillment. And perhaps you have noticed that things now, if you look back in your life, have a meaning, have a sense. And all of us have different purposes. For now, I truly believe that my purpose is to guide high achieving women that perhaps are experiencing burned out in all the capacities that a woman can function in this reality. And I have found that peace. I have found that abundance in so many aspects of my life, from finance, from relationships. The serenity that I experience every day has no price. So that journey that I share with you led me here to guide you. And one last question I'm going to leave you with is what matters to you the most? So here I'm just showing a little bit of what my life looks like now. So I like to surf. I have a sailboat that I enjoy and go out in the ocean. I love paddleboarding, paddle yoga. I have my business. I keep practicing yoga. I'm very lucky to have my doggy Adrian with me, and I'm just experiencing the aloha life. And all these was carefully chosen as I gain more awareness of where I wanted to go. So there is a gift for you after you watch this online presentation. So research shows it can take anywhere from 66 to over 300 days to fully integrate a new habit. So what I'm offering you is a monthly membership to stick together and walk this path together. So here, the first option that I'm offering you is the private journey. So there are different journeys. The private one, you're gonna receive the personalized guidance from me, healing practices, and consistent support. That one has a cost of $100 a month and includes different perks that it can be adjusted to your preference. This is kind of like a template, right? But you get one monthly private coaching session that can also be trauma yoga. And there is also check-in, accountability. You get a personalized holistic roadmap. So we're going to talk about where you at, where you're going to go, and how we're going to get there. And you get priority booking for VIP pricing, in-person retreats or online retreats, and premium experiences. It also includes Reiki and the wellness coaching. So truly the elements of this journey are wellness coaching, trauma yoga, Reiki, and also the self-paced programs I already have available. There are meditation and clarity journaling. So those are going to be included as well. So that's the private one. Now, there is also a community one if you feel that you like more the community support rather than one-to-one. Again, it's a 12-month commitment, same as the other one, but this one is a $25 commitment. So this is a one monthly live group session. So everyone chime in, everyone join, share their experience. You're gonna have the monthly guest speakers recordings, and the private one, you get the live um, opportunity to be with them and ask questions. It also includes the self-paced healing programs that I mentioned, the meditation and the clarity journaling. And there is also that community that is online. So truly, this is just for the woman that is kind of like experiencing, not sure about where to go. The private one is for the ones that are like, okay, I'm ready to change my life. I don't want my life to look the same in 1 month or even in a week. I want my life to be different starting now. So the invitation is to walk this path together. I will be honored to guide you truly from a space of healing and joy and just excitement. I've seen so many women healing and moving forward, opening businesses, jumping into relationships that are more healthy. I mean, the possibilities are endless. So this is just to give an idea what $100 or $25 can get you nowadays, just to give you an idea. Sometimes what we spend money on that, perhaps you can invest it in your healing. So what can $100 get you in LA or Hawaii? Two smoothies, a Pokeball, and maybe parking, maybe. Have a haircut, one flowy dress you bought for alignment, but you wore once for real. $25, maybe one artisan latte and a tip for eye contact, a self-help book that's still sitting on your shelf, and I know you have one, or maybe a journal you haven't touched. And yeah, so that's just to give you like a fun analogy, like where money goes, and perhaps the help that you've been trying to get, but sometimes it doesn't work out, and it's all good. So yeah, let's walk this path together. This is a presentation only offer. So whoever watches this presentation, just mention that. You can send me an email through my website, and you're gonna get some add-ons besides of what you got. And the reminder that Serenity is the birthplace of abundance. So you can get personalized mantra chanting, so your own mantra. You're gonna get breath work, informed yoga, trauma from yoga, sorry, and just connecting deeper with yourself. So all that will be included on top of your regular membership if you mention that you watch this online presentation. So a big mahalo. Thank you for your time to connect with me virtually here. And I'm going to leave you with this quote that says, begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Thank you so much. It was an honor to share this time with you. My name is Lety, and I hope we can walk this path together. Namaste.